Joe here for the Boxing Voice. Once again, glad to be joined by Dillian Whyte, underground, somewhere in Shoreditch. How are you, Dean?
Underground, for real. Sorry about that. But yeah, it's all good, man, all good. Firstly, I want to shout out my sponsors, if you don't mind. Felicity Healthcare, Inspiration Clothing, their XME ticket selling company. They're great guys, they support my journey. Check them out on Instagram, follow the journey. And we want to mention Black Box Global Boxing Highs free Saturday night. Tune in, check us out on Instagram, DM me. Link in the bio if you want tickets. Now let's shoot. What are you telling me?
Love it. Well, actually, we'll start off with the Boxing High free. Tolworth, once again, we've got Tony Badge, we've got John Harding Jr. coming back, we've got Ify Porter, we've got Lauren Payne, we've got Alfie Winter, we've got Georgie Mitchell. That's just some of the names. Alfie Clegg. Stacked card, lot of big
fun, big card. It's going to be sunny, it's going to be good. We're going to be jerking chicken, we're going to have good food, we have good music, good fights, and most important, great fights.
Love it, Dean. Love it, Dean. First of all, I just want to address that you're absolutely every single fight, every single press conference, every single weigh-in ever. How are you in so many places in boxing?
I don't know, man. I love boxing so much. I just make my schedule and, you know, strategically plan stuff, you know. And it's a showbiz, man. I love the showbiz. It's always good to be plugged in. I was supporting my guy Denzel Too Sharp at the Wasserman. Today I thought, obviously I know these are doing this, but I thought Chris Congo was here as my guy. He's part of the team as well, so I come down here to check that out. And, you know, obviously, then we're just here tuning in, man, and seeing the vibe, man, you know what I'm saying?
You was just out in the States. How was that? Business, pleasure, both?
Both. Amazing. I had a great meetings with my partners out there, and it was a hell of a show. Serrano and Taylor, great. So yeah, you know, win-win.
Definitely, and obviously out in Vegas, Canelo versus Bivol. I know.
Because I got the show, I had to come back. Loads of stuff to do. Obviously the show's Saturday, but I had loads of stuff to do. So yeah, I just kind of done what I needed to do, and then came back. A lot of work on. So.
Got a show to sort out, Dean, of course.
Saturday, so we're busy, but obviously today was kind of like I've got everything done until today. Tomorrow I've got a lot of stuff to do tomorrow. The weigh-ins on Friday, and then show Saturday. Just some paperwork things I need to do, but there's information from the board I need. They're very frustrating sometimes. So yeah.
There's your title.
But yeah. So look, I've got a few bits to do, but other than that, we're A-OK. I think we're in a good position. Probably tickets to sell maybe, but everything's locked down, and I think they'll come to the weigh-in on Friday, and we'll secure everything then. So yeah, it's good times.
Love it, Dean. I will take you back a couple of weeks to Wembley Stadium. Before you take away the result...
I'm not even going to say that. I've said to everyone, I can't really talk about Dillian's fight. I should have mentioned that at the beginning.
Sorry. Okay, we'll move on from Dillian then.
What I can say is, if we want to talk about the event in itself, it was a hell of an event. Obviously, I was part of it. Me taking in what I took in, I just feel like, you know, it was history in itself, being a part of the atmosphere, the vibe. I've never been in anything. It was quite surreal. I didn't get to enjoy it and take it in as I was because we was too focused on the task at hand. But yeah, it was just an amazing feeling to be part of that. And coming from where we're coming from nothing, and having to get from nothing, going on small shows, 500 people, getting to 95,000 people is amazing. So other than that, I can't really talk about anything else, but it was just a surreal moment to just be part of that and be part of history, being that the wrong part of history, losing side, but nevertheless, it was historic.
I won't ask about the night, but am I allowed to ask, is Dillian okay?
Dillian is okay. He's great, he's feeling good, he's cracking on, he's just probably take a little bit of time out, what he should do, and hopefully he'll come back bigger, better and stronger.
Definitely. I just spoke to Ben Shalom. He'd love to have him on Sky Sports. Obviously, Eddie Hearn would love to have him. He's certainly got a career after, hasn't he?
Of course he has. Listen, the loss doesn't define people. Just like Canelo lost, that loss doesn't define him. So it is what it is, you know what I mean? So let's see. I'm sure we'll see Dillian back. There's loads of mega fights that Dillian can take down the line.
Definitely, and I'm sure yourself and Dillian will be involved in some massive events coming forward. We'll quickly talk about then Bentley Adolfia this Friday night. Who are you picking and why?
Yeah, so which one? Linus and Denzel, is that the one? Yeah, Denzel's my guy, man. He's from Battersea, Wandsworth Road, the Manor. So obviously I come to support him, so I will be rooting for him. I think it's a great fight. He's got just a little bit more experience than Linus. Well, doesn't mean anything. Linus is a campaigner, great pedigree as an amateur, great pedigree as a professional. It's definitely a hard fight, 50-50 fight. I would just tip it towards Denzel, and he's got the power. So let's see what happens. But like I said, he's beat one of our guys already, John Harding Jr. So, I mean, like, you know, we know that he's got the capability to do good stuff, and he's had a few good fights recently, but this is going to be his coming out party if he can beat the former British champion already. You know what I mean? So I'll be leaning towards Denzel, but let's see what happens.
And finally, I know Chris Congo's your boy. He's just announced that he's going to be fighting Sebastian Formella, who fought Conor Benn. That's a really good fight.
Yeah, it's a hard fight, though. It's a good fight, a very hard. Formella is very tough, as we saw against him and Conor Benn. He went the distance. He is tough. He's durable. Ben hit him with everything in the kitchen. But sometimes styles make fights, and it differs for different opponents. But I think it's a very hard fight. He just had a hard fight, and this is an even harder fight than that. Possibly, it might be the same. But you know, German kid, tough, durable, been around the block, great experience. So let's see what happens. Good fight. I'm happy that he's getting out, and these are backing him and putting their time into him. Let's see what happens.
Dean, thank you very much for speaking to the Boxing Voice. Hopefully catch up with you again soon, and best of luck for your show on Friday night. Everyone tune in.
Saturday night.
Saturday night, sorry.
Yeah, but Friday night's good, I'll be there as well, but Saturday night.